You're listening to Small Business Signals. I'm here to cut through the noise and give you the operational truth about building something that lasts. Today, we're talking about AI customer service, specifically the $50 to $200 per month chatbots that are saving small business owners 15 to 20 hours every single week. Real numbers, real implementation steps. This isn't theory from a tech conference. These are tools you can set up this weekend and start seeing results by next Friday. Here is a signal worth watching. 68% of small businesses are already using AI regularly. That's not a projection for next year. That's right now. But here's what caught my attention. 91% of small businesses using AI said it directly boosted their revenue, not felt good about it. Boosted revenue. And if you're thinking this is enterprise-level stuff, think again. I know, because I had the same assumption until I looked at the actual numbers. The average chatbot delivers 1,275% ROI. Let me say that again because it sounds made up. 1,275% return on investment. Let's step back and understand how we got here. Just 2 years ago, in 2024, fewer than 20% of businesses under 100 employees were using AI-powered automation. The tools existed, sure, but they were expensive, complicated, and honestly, they felt like something only tech companies could pull off. Then the large language models matured. Competition among providers drove prices down, and suddenly, sophisticated conversational AI became available at small business budgets. Today, we're in a completely different landscape. 80% of small businesses have deployed chatbots across 2 or more channels: website, social media, messaging apps. The shift happened faster than anyone predicted. Gartner now projects that by 2027, 65% of businesses under 100 employees will use at least one AI workflow tool. But you don't need to wait for 2027. The tools are here now, and they're priced for businesses that count their budgets in hundreds, not millions. Let's talk about what these tools actually cost. According to GrowthHQ's analysis, for $50 to $200 per month, you can handle unlimited customer queries with 0 onboarding delays. The median small retailer fields about 100 customer queries per day. Think about that. 100 questions, complaints, order status checks, return requests, every single day. With the right chatbot configured properly, 70 of those 100 queries get resolved automatically. No human intervention required. That translates to 15 to 20 staff hours saved each week. Do the math on your current labor costs, and you'll start to see why that ROI number isn't exaggerated. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce breaks it down simply. A well-configured chatbot handles 40 to 60% of inquiries that are repetitive and straightforward. Things like, what are your hours? Do you ship to my area? How do I track my order? These questions eat up your team's time, and honestly, customers just want quick answers. Here's a number that might surprise you. According to Tidio's research, 82% of customers would rather talk to an AI chatbot than wait for a human representative. Read that again. Customers prefer the bot, not because it's better at empathy, but because it's better at being fast and available at 2 in the morning. The global picture is staggering. Nextiva reports that conversational AI is projected to save $80 billion in contact center labor costs by 2026. That's not a theoretical number. That's money being redirected right now, from payroll overhead into growth, inventory, marketing, or honestly, into business owners' retirement accounts. And the implementation pace is accelerating. Digital Applied's analysis of the Intuit report shows 68% of surveyed U.S. small businesses are already using AI regularly. But here's the catch. Most are winging it. They've got the tools, but they haven't optimized them. That's actually an opportunity for you to do it right from the start. So, what does doing it right actually look like? The U.S. Chamber of Commerce identified 4 jobs that small businesses should automate first: answering common questions, capturing leads, booking appointments, and following up faster than a human team ever could. Those 4, in that order. Let me break down why this sequence matters. FAQs come first because they're the highest volume with the most predictable answers. You already know what questions you get asked repeatedly: store hours, shipping costs, return policies, product availability. These are perfect for automation. Lead capture comes second because every unanswered after-hours inquiry is potential revenue walking away. A chatbot never sleeps, never takes breaks, never forgets to follow up. Newark's Business Guide found that companies deploying AI automation in client-facing workflows reduced operational overhead by 20 to 35% within 6 months. That's not a marginal improvement. That's a quarter to a third of your overhead potentially eliminated. For most small businesses, that's the difference between surviving and thriving. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. What about the personal touch? Isn't that what differentiates small businesses from faceless corporations? It's a fair concern. The data shows customers prefer quick AI responses to waiting, but that doesn't mean you eliminate the human element entirely. The key is implementing AI as first-line triage while preserving human escalation paths for complex issues. The bot handles routine. Your team handles nuance. So let's get practical. Here's your implementation roadmap step by step. First, audit your customer inquiries for 1 full week. Track every question that comes in through any channel: email, phone, social media, in person. Categorize them. You'll likely find that 40 to 60% are the same questions asked repeatedly. Those repetitive questions are your automation goldmine. Write out your ideal answers to each one. This becomes your chatbot's knowledge base. The better your inputs, the better your results. Next, start with a single channel. Don't try to deploy across your website, Facebook, Instagram, and SMS all at once. Pick one and get it right. For most businesses, website chat makes the most sense as a starting point. It's where your highest intent traffic already goes. Once that's dialed in, expand to social channels. Budget $50 to $200 per month for your chatbot solution. Popular options include Tidio, Intercom, and Zendesk's small business tier. All 3 offer free trials so you can test before committing. Focus on those 4 high-impact automations we mentioned: FAQs, lead capture, appointment booking, and follow-up messages. Don't try to automate everything at once. Critical step: set up human escalation triggers. Never let AI handle complaints or sensitive matters without an easy handoff option. One bad experience can undo months of goodwill. Train your bot to recognize frustration signals. Phrases like "this is ridiculous" or "let me speak to someone" should immediately trigger human intervention. Speed to escalation matters. Finally, track metrics weekly for the first month. Resolution rate, customer satisfaction scores, and staff hours saved. You can't improve what you don't measure. The numbers suggest this approach works. According to the Digital Applied Analysis, 91% of small businesses using AI report direct revenue increases. But let me be real with you. Results vary based on your specific situation. A chatbot isn't magic. It's a tool. And like any tool, its value depends on how well you implement it. The businesses seeing 1,200% plus ROI aren't just installing a chatbot and walking away. They're iterating on their conversation flows, updating their knowledge bases, and actually looking at the data. The U.S. Chamber's guidance is clear. Small businesses should use AI in 2026 to automate answering questions, capturing leads, booking appointments, and following up faster than humans can. Notice that sequence again. It's not random. It's ordered by impact and implementation difficulty. Start where the wins are easiest, build confidence, then expand. If you're finding this breakdown useful, subscribe to catch our weekly episodes. We dig into operational signals like this every week, always with the numbers and implementation steps. Speaking of numbers, let's revisit that ROI figure. Tidio's research puts the average chatbot ROI at approximately 1,275% based on support cost savings alone. That's before you count lead conversion improvements, faster follow-up rates, or the ability to serve customers in different time zones without hiring additional staff. When I first heard that 1,200% number, I assumed it was cherry-picked from the best performers. But the methodology looked at average implementations, not outliers. The catch is that average includes businesses that actually configure their bots properly. If you just install and ignore, your results will look very different. Here's my recommendation for your first 30 days. Week 1. Audit and document your most common customer questions. Don't skip this step. Week 2. Set up your chatbot on a single channel with just your FAQ responses. Keep it simple. Test it yourself before going live. Week 3. Add lead capture functionality. Create a simple form that collects name, contact info, and what the customer needs. Route those leads to your email or CRM. Week 4. Review the data. What questions is the bot failing to answer? Where are customers dropping off? Update your responses based on what you learn. Remember, many businesses find that the setup process itself reveals operational improvements. Just documenting your FAQs often uncovers gaps in your customer communication. The technology keeps getting better too. Current chatbots can understand context, remember previous parts of a conversation, and handle requests that would have confused bots even 2 years ago. They're not perfect. They still get confused by highly specific questions or unusual requests. But for that 70% of routine inquiries, they're consistently reliable. And customer comfort with AI keeps growing. Tidio's 82% figure shows that customers aren't just tolerating chatbots anymore. They often prefer them for quick questions. The shift is generational, too. Younger customers expect instant responses. If you make them wait, they'll often just go to a competitor who answers immediately. So where does this leave you? If you're in the 32% of small businesses not yet using AI, you're not behind, but you might want to start exploring. If you're in the 68% already using AI but winging it, this is your sign to get intentional. Proper configuration is the difference between mediocre and exceptional results. The affordability barrier that kept AI out of reach for small businesses, it's gone. The complexity barrier that made implementation intimidating, dramatically lower. What's left is execution. The tools exist, the proof points exist. The only question is whether you'll put them to work for your business. Here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing from today's episode and implement it this week. Audit your customer questions. Sign up for a free trial. Something concrete. The signal here isn't AI will solve all your problems. Its affordable AI tools can now solve specific problems for small businesses, and the numbers support making the investment. This content is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult with a qualified advisor before making significant business decisions. That's this week's Signal. Thanks for listening to Small Business Signals. If this was helpful, share it with another business owner who might benefit. I'll see you next time.